Hello, everyone. I don't know. It looks like a few people are here probably already. It looks like. Fun, fun, fun. Just give it a minute or two. There's some more people coming on. So we also have live chat if you like. So um, if you even want to just say hi, send me a. If you can, if you have chat on your device, you can say hello. You can ask questions. I'll shave my beard and mustache off today, and I look like Mr. Clean. So what a time we're in. We're going to go ahead and start. We're just going to go ahead and start now. I'm just checking everything here. And I think everybody should be able to hear me. And if you can, send a chat, say hello, just for the sake of saying hello. Okay. So this is a call mostly about the Lionsgate that is happening on August 8th. It's 8/8. And this year is actually 8/8/8. Usually I'm not that interested in Lionsgate. It doesn't usually call to me as far as metaphysical dates and portals and what have you. But this year really called to me. It's because this is an 8 year as well. So it's a completion of many, many cycles. And we're in the ascension process now, the whole planet is. And so it feels very, very powerful to me. Simultaneously, we have many, many solar flares from our own star, our sun. And the Lionsgate portal is all about the Sirius sun, which is about 25 times brighter than our sun, the star Sirius. And we're actually in a bit of a binary relationship with that star. We are our gravity and their gravity together. We kind of have a relationship with that star as well. So it's a time of great power and clearing, healing, manifestation. My mouth, I'm drinking iced coffee. Lots of water, lots of liquids during this time. A lot of meditation. I probably meditated for about 8 hours today. And I didn't even have a choice. The energies are so strong, coming to us so powerfully that many people are feeling it. You might be experiencing things like headaches, digestive issues, tingling on the scalp and the crown chakra, and around the third eye area is very common. Um, all kinds of different things happening. People are having a lot of different experiences with time, I know as well. I know I am. So timelines are actually collapsing, old ones, and new ones are being created. And we're doing this individually as well as collectively. So we're going to go in, we're going to do a meditation a little bit down the road here today. But first, we're going to just take a moment and begin to come together as a group. So I can't see any of you. We can't really communicate. None of you can see each other unless you're together. But what we're going to do is kind of come together virtually. So if you take a moment and just close your eyes and just let go of the day, let go of all the stuff that your day has entailed, all that real world stuff. And just inhale and then exhale any stress, any tension, any fatigue. And just let it out. Just a little sigh of relief. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And then begin to imagine that we're in a shared room, in a virtual space. A virtual space that is safe, secure. Only that which is in the highest light and vibration can happen in this space, ever. It's a healing space. It's a space of manifestation. I always see it as kind of a round room that's just open and blank, ready to be filled with one's desires and visions, where we give up our pains, our aches, our dis-ease. Where we allow ourselves to come into our true empowerment. And as we are in this space, allow yourself to also come to a place where you open yourself up. And on the DNA level, our DNA goes all the way from the very refined spiritual non-physical all the way down into the physical, which our science community has begun to discover more and more. Still tons out there that they haven't discovered yet. And the DNA has a big role in everything we do, and as we're evolving right now, it has a very large significance. And as human beings, we have the ability, just through our consciousness, through our thoughts, our intention, to allow that DNA to imagine it just to expand and relax, expand and open up. Some of you maybe have done some DNA work with me in the past. And it's just about allowing it to be. It's, when we get stressed and busy, it gets all tight and shut down. So let's let it open up. Let it relax. And you could even visualize a double helix in your mind, the kind you see in a computer-generated image. Or you could see it could show up any way at all. Mine usually shows up as kind of blobs of light. Not necessarily how it looks in a computer-generated image. Now, the DNA is you, and it's your consciousness. It's also more than that. It's your codes that kind of create who you are, allows you to be here physically, allows you to be here in the non-physical as well. It connects the two. Feel my throat clearing. I haven't talked much today, that's why. Just opening up now. And the throat is our fifth dimensional space. So we're kind of moving from maybe a third, fourth dimensional space into a fifth dimensional space in this collective virtual space that we're creating. That we're coming into kind of more of a vibrational resonance with each other. Maybe you can feel that. I can feel it. So we don't have to be together to connect. In my work, I connect with people on the other side of the globe, and they feel the work coming through. So it doesn't matter where you are. You could be on the other side of the universe, I believe, even, and connect with each other. As a matter of fact, our DNA does have almost like Bluetooth in it, where we can connect with each other. So we allow ourselves to come into that shared resonance here. Feeling love, appreciation, gratitude. These are the emotional frequencies that allow us to raise our vibration. Letting go of all the other stuff. All the fatigue, the thoughts of attack, thoughts of defending, and allowing love to be there. Love to be your defense. That's it. And we're going to do a little bit more here. I'm just following guidance. There's a lot of spiritual guides coming through. A lot of the guides today coming through are what we call light beings, non-physical light beings. They might show up differently for each person. There's no right or wrong. In many ways, the old spiritual programs are falling away. The old programs, period, are falling away. We can see it in our, our nightly news. We see it around us. People are kind of struggling, having trouble getting traction in life. These are the shifts that humanity's going through. That's been prophesied for a long, long time. And we're here now. And as we're allowing that DNA to open and relax, and we're allowing ourselves to come into a fifth dimensional frequency, you might feel it. Sometimes it's a visceral feeling going through the body. Maybe you feel it tingling on the scalp. We're going to go into the third eye, the sixth chakra right here, the brow. This is also connected to the celestial level. If people are having experiences with angels or the angelic realms, they're actually living and seeing the world through here. And the healing key for the sixth chakra is seeing the perfection in the world and seeing the divine in the creation that you experience. It's funny, I went for a drive to get my iced coffee right before this. And after meditating really most of the day, it was amazing just driving down the streets and the neighborhoods. Everything looked so incredibly beautiful and perfect, almost like it was too perfect to be real. And that's a result of having the sixth chakra really open and balanced. When you're in that place, everything is perfect, really. And everything is really perfect all the time. It's our interpretation that tells us it's not. So we're allowing the third eye to open. This wasn't something I'm planning. Spirits is coming through and saying, just allow the group here to open and cleanse the third eye right now. And just say to yourself, I open to that which is an highest light and vibration for me through the third eye at this time, and allow yourself to receive whatever blessing wants to come through. Can I take the squeegee and clean that windshield of that inner eye? Yes. We're going to come down and clear I need to clear my throat a little bit. It feels it's still a little froggy. So we're going to also open up the fifth chakra, the throat chakra. And this chakra, the healing key, is gaining a sense of your truth and purpose. So allow yourself to open. It's kind of a blue color, similar to the shirt I'm wearing. Allow that to open. Sound, frequency, vibration are the qualities of the fifth chakra. I can feel mine opening. And when we open this, we are also opening more to the fifth dimensional aspect of who we are. In the fifth dimension, it's a individuated state where we know we are part of creation itself. We start to get a sense that our thoughts, our feelings, our intentions create our outer world. Very powerful. And this is where the whole planet is beginning to move. So we allow ourselves to open to that now. That's it. And now we're going to move down into the heart. breastbone, right at the breastbone, the main heart chakra. There's a heart center too, but right now we're just going to go to the heart chakra. So allow your heart chakra to begin to open. It's green in color. Nice emerald green, lime green, right at the heart chakra. You can take a finger right where the breastbone is and kind of push in there just gently. Maybe it feels a little tender, sore. That could be because maybe it needs a little help opening. And just see that color. Whenever you see the color of the chakra, the chakra and that color that corresponds with that chakra, you're actually experiencing the frequency of that chakra. And that's what begins to activate it. When you put your attention anywhere, wherever your energy go, your attention goes, energy flows. So just imagine that lime green right there beginning to open, allowing yourself to give and receive love, and feel it in the group. I could feel it opening, even though you can't see anybody else or know them. You're connected. We're all the same family here. And let yourself feel that heart connection with everybody else here. That's it. You could even feel a little bit of the trepidation in the space as you begin to open up to that. It's safe. Everything is safe here. We're outside of what we call the world, and I call the world it's the man-made world, not the planet. The planet is in a natural state of balance and harmony. The world, which is man-made, that is what is crumbling right now. That's the program that is crumbling. Not to be confused with the planet. That's it. Now we're going to open up the space between the heart and the crown, the top of the head. We're going to open the crown. And we're doing this for manifestation purposes through the call. As we begin to open from the heart through the crown, this is a manifestational gateway that is specific for the Lion's Gate. So we allow the crown to open. Maybe you feel a little tingle. I feel it. And as it opens, let anything release that needs to release. If there's anything in there that some gunk or, we collect stuff all the time throughout the day. Could be old thought forms, maybe a couple attachments, a few entities. Everybody has entities around them usually. It's not a bad thing. Don't be afraid of that. Just gently ask it to release into the light anything that is hanging on. There might be a few earthbound, what we call earthbound spirits, disembodied souls in the space, so we allow those also to release into the light. And I could feel some of those releasing out of some people. And you might feel all of a sudden a kind of a whoosh of lightness as something's releasing. Everybody's starting to open up, it feels like, and that's wonderful. And so what we're going to do next is just allow the space to expand a little bit more, going back just to your DNA and just asking for that. Just hold the intention. You don't have to actually see it or know what you're doing. Just hold the intention. Allow my DNA to relax and open. And as it begins to relax and open, you'll feel more relaxed and open. You'll feel like your energy's flowing more. Usually, that's usually what happens. So here we are, just opening up so that we can do some work. And I'm going to plug a little bit of a course I'm offering real quick before we go into the meditation, because I don't want to do it at the end. We'll be in another space and don't want people to have to think too much or take in something then. So I have a course coming up called Flight Club, and it's virtual. It's 12 weeks intensive. And kind of what we're doing here is a little, this is just a very small snapshot of kind of some of the stuff we'll be doing. But it's about going through the whole field and learning. I'm teaching you how to understand your own energetic field and chakras and your relationship to them, where your strengths are, where maybe you could pay a little bit more attention and open up more. It's going to be very, very powerful, connecting to your soul's purpose and truth. When you discover the purpose and truth of your soul, everything really begins to open up and life becomes incredible, magical. So that's going to start at the end of August, the 27th. And it's usually, I have been charging $3,000 for it. I have a couple of spaces filled already. Going to be a max of only 10 people. So you get a lot of attention. It's one personal session each week, plus a group session each week. And it's phenomenal what happens with the group. And we just learn how to, go through the field, your intuition opening up, strengthening your connection to your source, understanding your soul more, and past lives, clearing past life stuff as well. So if you're interested in that, give me a call. I'm going to give a special discount for the next 48 hours for anybody on this call here, on this video today. It's normally $3,000. I'm going to drop $500 off. So if you're interested, next 48 hours, only $2,500. It's about a $4,200 value. So it's a tremendous savings in that. Give me a call, send me an email, and I'll be sending out emails around it too. But for this group, the next 48 hours, $500 off. Okay, so we're gonna go back into the meditation now. And before we get into manifestation, Spirit is wanting me to do a little quick thing with past lives. And we're not going to go looking at specific individual past lives. What we're going to look for is a theme. So I want you to, once again, tune into the room that we're in, this big kind of oval round room. And you can fill the room with anything you want, anything your mind or your heart desires in that room. And we're going to look for, I'm going to bring through the energy through the astral field and also through the back of the back of the skull, the occipital ridge. This is where usually past lives are stored. But we're not going to go through specific past lives. What we're going to look for are themes, especially through the last age, through the Piscean age. So the idea is I want you to see if you can open to perhaps like a little, maybe it'll come through as a vignette, like kind of even like a dream or a montage that gives you a particular feeling and sense of a theme maybe that you've been living through many past lives through what we call the Piscean age. Okay, because we're clearing that now, but it's very helpful if you know kind of your theme. And there is a theme for everybody through that. So just go ahead and relax into that. Once again, allowing the DNA to relax, allowing the chakras that we've worked on from the heart all the way to the crown to be open. There's guides around. You're very safe here. The space is clear. And just open and be open and ask to be shown pictures and feelings that paint a picture of a theme of your existence through the Piscean age. Just try that. See what happens. Look for the feelings associated with the pictures. Maybe Spirit wants to show you a particular theme in there that is a strength that you've had, that you've been working on for multiple lifetimes. That's usually the case. Or maybe that strength, when overused, becomes a weakness. I've learned a lot about those. But maybe you'll be shown something to do with your greatness that you didn't know before. Maybe it's learning about something like compassion or love. Perhaps it's about strength, different kinds of strength. Perhaps it's about being flexible, malleable. There's no right or wrong. And whether you get something now or not, it's in you, and we're definitely loosening it up. And if you feel any energy around the back of the skull, at the bottom of the skull, this is called the occipital ridge, and this is opening up for everybody. We're kind of just applying a little bit of energy to just shake it up a little bit, not too much. But if you feel like you could take your finger, run it across the back of that ridge at the base of the skull, and if you feel a little tender spot or a bump, usually these are past life memories stored there. They actually crystallize there. It's a real thing. And you can kind of rub it, and often it'll start to release. And as it releases, often you'll get pictures or a sense of something, depending on who you are. Some people just get a sense of it rather than actually seeing pictures. Some people are very visual. There's no right or wrong. Just open to it and see what happens. You feel some movement there for a number of you. Yes. And some of you, one or two of you, are out of your body. So just ask yourself to come back into your body if you can. Yep. There we go. All right. If anybody has any feedback or wants to comment, you can chat. Send me a message in the chat there. It's open. And that's fine if you don't as well. I could also pick up, getting a lot of telepathic messages here. A number of them I could feel. So I could feel quite a few of the individuals here on the call. There's not that many. There's a handful, but I could, and people coming on and off, but I could feel it coming into the space. Everybody can feel it if you really learn how to tune into it. So next what we're going to do is we're going to connect with the portal. Now the portal is just open. It's going to be open for the next couple weeks. Very powerful time. It's a time of releasing old patterns. It's a time of creating new timelines, new patterns, new manifestations in your life. Very powerful for that. But before you start to create new, I highly recommend that you begin to release and dismantle any old patterns that are no longer serving you. So take a moment and tune into yourself. Drop into the heart. And ask yourself, you can feel it. Just tune into yourself. You'll feel it in there. And trust whatever you get, whatever you hear. Drop into your heart and ask to connect with your higher self, the wisdom of your soul. And just ask internally, what is it that I'm ready to let go of? Oh my God, I could really feel that in the space. I don't know if you guys feel that. The whole space just starts shifting collectively. It started opening up and relaxing more. It's kind of a yippee kind of feeling, yippee-ki-yay. What patterns are no longer serving you that feel like a burden? Looks like somebody started to comment but didn't finish. I'd love some feedback, if possible. Good to hear from you always. So whatever you're feeling, tune into those patterns. Sometimes you'll get very clear messages of what the pattern is. Sometimes it shows up like fractals, kind of very abstract. You'll feel it like it's this energy, loops of energy or fractals. It can show up in a multitude of ways. And what we're doing is just letting it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Just really don't, we're not going to analyze it. We're not going to analyze it, I say. We're going to just let it go. Don't think about it. You're not going to let go of anything valuable, I promise. We become addicted to these old ways of being, even when they're no longer serving us. It's a time of stepping into the new. Courage in you, brave heart. Tap into that courage in your heart, brave heart, and let it go. Now we're beginning to align with the portal, which is just starting to open. Sometimes you can feel it or see it. Everybody, it's kind of a different experience. It's not through me, it's through you and through the space. Okay? This is just preparing you for the next couple of weeks to get ready. We're warming you up. We'll do another call probably next week. Same time, same channel. And that will be on the day, 8/8. But right now, we're just letting it go. Literally feel it pulling out of you as you align with the portal, just holding your intention. I align with the Stargate of the Lion's Gate, with the portal, and I allow myself to release that which is no longer viable, that no longer brings me real life force. No matter how attached I am, how addicted I am to that, I begin to let it go. I was doing this all day. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes it's a little painful too. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. I promise you, you're not letting go of anything that you truly are. That's it. Wow. Even letting go of attachments to other people, no matter who they are, no matter how close or distant they seem. Maybe it's the relationship that needs to be updated. What we see is what we get. Whew. Feel more stuff coming out of your hearts. Beautiful. And as you're letting go, you're helping others let go as well. Kind of a domino effect, I'm telling you. We're helping the planet right now. We're helping the species. It's okay to let go of a world that is toxic and sick. You don't have to participate in it just because you think you have to. We're in the middle of creating new worlds here, right now. That's what we're doing here. Not in small ways at all. That's it. And you'll feel, kind of breathe into the new space. As you let go, you're creating new space for a new manifestation. You know, one of the keys to manifesting is just clearing, really. There's different ways to manifest, but one of the ways that, a lot of different modalities use is the ones that are powerful. It's about clearing. Just clearing, the new starts to show up. Especially if you're intentional, deliberate. Now let yourself kind of let your system begin to open and sing a little bit. Like almost feel the cells in your body beginning to vibrate. It becomes almost a visceral experience. You can feel them starting to vibrate. And imagine, if you don't feel it, just imagine it starting to, and it will. Fake it till you make it. It will vibrate. And vibration is, of course, the language of the universe. It's our minds that get in the way of that often. So we're kind of getting out of the mind now into the vibrational nature of spirit, of who we are. And then we begin to move into what I call the universal current. The universal current is the quantum level. That is the new spiritual realm, I believe, is in the quantum realm. And working with our thoughts and knowing that we are, in a sense, nothing, and yet everything. But as we move out of the Piscean age and into the new Aquarian age and beyond, we start to see things differently. We begin to experience ourselves differently. We begin to really know that we're all connected and not separate. And yet we are also individuated. These are the new realms that we are beginning to traverse. Where we're from, where we're really from, not what we've been told. Letting it all go, coming into a vibrational resonance with your quantum self. Just think that, intend it, and you'll begin to feel it. We're holding that in the space, fifth dimensional space and higher. And when you start to get into it, you'll feel really good. You start to feel things releasing out of you. You feel a freedom there. You feel ability to create. You could feel it in your cells of the body. Feel it in your mind, in your heart. We're allowing more to go. And as it's going, we begin to get an inkling of what it is we want to manifest next. For the purpose of this exercise, since the Lion's Gate is just opening, what I highly recommend is not getting too specific right now. You have a couple of weeks to work with this energy, and we'll do another call next week on 888. This is a special Lion's Gate because it's not just 8/8, August 8th. It's also the year in numerology adds up to an 8. So it's very, very powerful. What I highly recommend, I mean, it's up to you, but what I highly recommend is right now manifesting qualities of being. What qualities of being do you want more in your life? More than specific, like material things or a new job or more money or, new house or new car. Don't focus on that so much right now. You do that in, a week. But right now, bring in the platform of the energies that you want to integrate into your life, into your life experience more. Things such as gratitude, appreciation, love, compassion. Well, I'll tell you, I have stories about compassion. They'll blow your mind. Compassion is the grease that greases the wheels of reality. It's amazing what you can do with compassion. I used to think, compassion is for sissies. I used to think that. And then I was shown, Spirit very abruptly, we'll just say that. I'll keep the story for another time, but some of you who know me, I talk about this. Literally moves mountains. Compassion is a great thing to have. Love, gratitude, appreciation. These are the things, the tools on your tool belt that will help you create an abundant life. But put these in place as your foundation first before you start with the other stuff. That's it. I could feel all of you taking that in to some degree or another. So here we're, I have a kind of a very basic loose structure when we come into a call like this. And the reason why is because Spirit directs it, also depending on who's on the call. So it's tailor made for whoever's showing up, really. And it's amazing. I've experienced that some people will hear something that I swear to God I don't ever remember saying. And then somebody else will have a very different experience. So don't be glued to my words necessarily. It's your program happening. Okay. And what we're going to do next now, this is once again that which is in the highest light and vibration for all concerned. So we're going to kind of begin to create a healing manifestational space for you. We're going to hold that intention. If it feels right, check it for yourself. This is only if it feels right for you. Okay, if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Okay, nothing is forced here. You'll have your free will to exercise. Check with your heart, your higher self. And I recommend doing that all the time, whatever you're doing. But what we want to do is kind of put you into a space of healing and manifestation for the next couple weeks, till about the 12th of August. And if you want to augment the date, go ahead and do that. You can do that. Just tell the universe, the guides, the quantum field that's around us, what date you want to go to. I'd recommend the 12th personally. I'm going probably beyond that. And this is a space for you to manifest it. There's a space kind of keeping you held in that sacred space during this time. And remember, as you do this, you're going to be held in that space. I'll do this sometimes and I forget. I go, oh, what's going on? And then oh, that's right. I put myself into this space last week. And you can dissolve it anytime you want. If you change your mind, you can ask it to go away. But imagine a cocoon around you, kind of like a light blue cocoon of love, light, frequency. And with that cocoon, there are a few guides around you too, helping you. Light beings of light, fifth dimensional and higher beings of light that are here to help and guide you. Good. I could see some of you taking that on. It'll kind of help protect you. It will support you. It will gently nudge you and remind you. You're safe here. Trust me, you are. Maybe you want some healing. Allow yourself to ask for the healing in this space. These are great spaces for healing. I do. I'll often go into the space for the night. Now we're going to kind of fill those spaces with love, light, and peace. One or two of you have kind of your shadow with you in there, by the way. And so be aware of that. And I can see them, feel that. And you're working through shadow stuff still. You're probably projecting it all over the place. I can feel that. So just if you get a little bit of a when you hear that, that's probably you. And it's not, just be gentle with yourself. You might be angry at things that seem like they're in the outer world, but it's your stuff. And you cannot advance or evolve unless you own that, really. So if you're feeling that, you know who you are if you're, feeling what I'm saying. And all of us have a little bit of that, but just be aware of that. And the shadow needs to be loved and understood to move forward. It's part of you. And what I do is love it. Literally, if you feel that shadow around you, look at it and accept it. Let it come into you. your natural reflex is to push it away or project it out. But when you merge with your shadow, it actually doesn't have power over you any longer. It's part of you that you must accept at some point or another to move on. You cannot pass go, collect $200 until you manage that shadow. The gold is always on the other side of the shadow, people. That's it. All right. We're going to come down. We're going to work with the chakras of will in the back, going up the spine. These are from kind of the sacral there on top of the buttocks, going all the way up to the neck. These are will centers. When we get down our hands and knees and bow down, prostrate ourselves in prayer, we're offering our will up to the divine. That's what that's doing. So once again here, this is you going to do. I'm just going to kind of walk you through it. I'm not doing anything. The guides aren't doing anything. We never interfere with free will here. But what I recommend, what I like to do here is I tap into higher will. Allow the chakras, the will chakras going up the spine, to open to higher will. Your higher will. Your divine will. It's still you. But it's out of the lower egoic will and into the higher will. And you might even want to say something like, at least for the duration of this Lion's Gate opening, where I'm working on myself, where I'm releasing the old, creating new, I allow the higher divine will, my alignment with my source, to come through my will chakras and begin to guide me. I recall something that Paramahansa Yogananda once said, that the only good use of your will, meaning lower will, personal will, is to reach for higher will. And how wise and true that is. And that is really turbocharging your manifestation and healing process as well. Don't cut yourself off from what you are, no matter what your ego tells you. I speak from experience. Hey, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm a tough nut. Took me a long time. Still learning. That's it. And we're just going to clear. If you feel like you need a little help, just ask the guides that are around you in the space to say, kind of just think the thought, please help me. That's it. The space is charged with help and helpers and energy to help clear stuff. There we go. Boy, the whole space is cleared a lot there. And just notice how you feel. Do you notice a difference in how you feel as that clears? As you open to the higher will? You might feel the resistance leaving. I can feel it in the space. Some of you are still hanging on too. Somebody like kind of in the upper back between the shoulder blades. I know one of you, I could feel one of you hanging on there. And just ask for that to release. That which is in my highest light and vibration, I ask for it to release, and so it is. Wow, the space feels really good now. It feels like people are really vibrating higher. They're opening quite a bit. I think we might have lost one or two or gained one maybe. I'm not sure how many people are on right now. But you could, some of you who have been here the whole time could feel the difference, I'm certain. And just begin to feel that space and appreciate it. Now, when you start to practice appreciation and gratitude in this space, you're asking for more of that. What I like to do is say, yes, please, more of this, please. And kind of put it out there. Oh, yes, I want more of this. I like this. I want to live in this more and more. Right? Let the cosmic love come through. All right, we're just going to open up even a little bit more. I'm going to channel some energy through into the space. I'm going to open up more myself, bring my light through more fully now that people are open, and just share it with all of you through my heart and all of my essence, my core to you. Just allow yourself to receive. This is not my energy, but the higher energy coming through, divine energy coming through, which is limitless. It's charging me as well as charging you. And you'll start doing the same. You see, you start coming into the same resonance, feeling that energy come through the body, through the cells, feeding you, feeding the body, feeding your soul. This is what we call soul food. That's why my channel is called Soul Food and Fuel for Life. This is what it's about. That's it. Letting the head go, letting the thoughts go. Forgive those who have trespassed against you. Ask forgiveness for those you've trespassed against. Forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. Unconditional love, complete acceptance lets it all go. That doesn't mean to be a pushover. Don't let people walk over you, but forgive. Those who have truly trespassed, they have to live with that. That's their stuff then. You don't have to live with their inconsistencies with their own soul. This is good. I love this, how this feels right now. So this is we're vibrating in a fifth dimensional, between a fifth and seventh dimensional space. I can feel. Seventh dimension is where the ascended masters dwell, most of them, and lots of light beings as well. When you're in the fifth dimensional space, you're able to start to see and communicate with other beings of light. There's a lot of beings of light coming to the planet right now, and participating in the ascension process. People are seeing these beings around them more and more. Yes, we were talking about ETs and stuff like that. Our family, our galactic family. They're friendly. They're helpful. They are us. We are them. We've just been wearing makeup, masks, costumes. Okay. Everybody's feeling really, I can feel your vibration. Yeah, everybody's vibration feels really good right now. So let's see. Let me just see what Spirit says here. We're going to shift, or we're going to start coming out of it. We're just going to sit in a few more minutes, I think, and enjoy the space for a minute or two more. And just let's ask your soul, your soul's wisdom, your higher self. Ask for a moment. What is it? What word or phrase? It's probably, at the most, it'll be one sentence. Maybe it's just one word that you need to know for inspiration, for guidance at this time. What is it that will help you on your path at this moment? Let that download into your mind, into your heart. Let it help support you now and through the future days, as long as it's applicable, or until it's integrated. There's these blue jays right outside. You can see the reflection of my glass. You can't see the birds, but it's my back patio. A lot of bird activity right now. We love feeding our birds. Okay, so kind of feel that cocoon you're in if you decided to do that. Kind of acknowledge that. Take a moment to acknowledge and just kind of it just in your heart and the gratitude for yourself, compassion, love for yourself. It's always a big one for me. And still, I'll be learning that the rest of this lifetime. For everybody else in the space, for life. We'll do this next week again, and we'll be right in the middle of the 888, right on the day, right on the target, and we'll see what comes through. Probably some more energy I feel and upgrades. It feels like to the DNA, to our systems. And once again, if you're interested in my flight club, give me a call. $500 discount for the next 48 hours. It's going to be really powerful. No matter where you are in your journey, you're going to get so much out of it. I'm so excited to share. It's going to be my sense is this is the flagship going forward for me for a long time. Very powerful. A lot of decades have gone into this coming about. I'm going to share everything I've learned so you can start to do what you're here to do, whatever it is, and take these tools and these these connections to how to manifest, how to heal, how to align. Okay? All right. You're welcome. I can hear the thank yous, the gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Without you, there's no platform for me to do my work. So I appreciate you all showing up, taking time from your valuable time from your busy lives and being here with me at this time. And we'll do more of this. I love it. And even if you're interested just in some session work over the next couple weeks, powerful time to do some work. So whether you do it with me or somewhere else, I wish you all the best. I love you all, and there's nothing you could do about it. This is Soul Food, Fuel for Your Life. I'm your host, Kenton David Bell. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I always forget to do that. I have to remember to tell people, subscribe. I want to build this channel. Okay? Love you all. We're going to finish here, and we'll see you next week. Give me a call if you want any more information.